This is Jess Washington, publisher and CEO of the Dallas Weekly, and I am here with Chancellor Justin Lonon, celebrating 60 years of impact with Dallas College.
Dallas College is celebrating 60 years of serving North Texas. When you look back at the institution's legacy, what do you believe has been Dallas College's greatest impact on communities across Dallas County?
Well, when the community came together in 1965 and said there should be a college for all, for everyone, we have sought to embody that over the last 6 decades, with 3.5 million students having gone through our doors, to have grown into one of the largest colleges in the country. Because again, it's our belief that everyone should have the path of opportunity. So as an open door institution, as we look at these past 60 years, the amazing work that our students have gone on to do as they went off into the world, what our faculty and staff do every day to support them. And at the end of the day, Dallas College exists to provide opportunity, to solve problems for individuals, for business and employers, and for the community as a whole. So we're really proud of our role in helping support people and being a community partner.
And as far as being a community partner, community colleges are often the gateway to opportunity. How has Dallas College helped expand that access to higher education for first-generation students and working families over the past 6 decades?
Well, we've always been intently focused on what are the needs of our students? How can we support them on their academic, their workforce journey? Today, really our last few years, our focus has been being in the barrier-busting business. We're intently focused on removing those barriers to get in the way of student success to, through, and beyond our doors. Because we know for so many of our students, it's not always about what happens in the classroom that gets in the way, it's life, and that life can do a lot of lifing. So when a student enrolls at Dallas College for $99 a credit hour, they get a free DART pass. So we can remove the transportation barrier. All of the textbooks and learning materials are included in that cost. So there's no more waiting 3 weeks into class and, hey, I just got my paycheck, so do I decide now to buy that chemistry book, or do I pay the light bill? So that means students are better prepared on day one because they have their learning materials. We were the first in the state to partner with the Bezos Foundation to launch the Bezos Academy, which provides free childcare and Montessori schools at a couple of our campuses. And we partner with the YMCA for drop-in childcare, because if you don't have a place to leave the most important thing in your life, your child, then you're not going to go to class. And we have 13,000 student parents, and so we want to remove that barrier for them. We have food pantries at all of our primary locations with the North Texas Food Bank. We have clothing closets. We work with Parkland on health services. We work with Metro Care Services to provide opportunities for mental health services. All of those things are barriers that can get in the way of student success. And so we are intently focused on removing those barriers where we can. And we can't pick everyone up for class. We can't pay for everyone. We can't watch everyone's kid. We can't feed and clothe everyone. But what we can do is work with partners that have expertise in that space and leverage what we do together to put that individual right at the middle of it so they can continue their path of opportunity. So that's what Dallas College does. That's what we've been focused on for the last 6 decades, is just to help people through their journey.
Workforce development has become a major focus nationally. How is Dallas College partnering with local employers and industries to ensure students are prepared for the evolving job market in North Texas?
Yeah, well, we know that this is a growing economy in Texas, in North Texas. There's about 500 people a day that are moving to North Texas. But what that means is that we're, in many instances, importing jobs and talent that are moving here. And yet about 42% of our adult working age population in this region may have some college, no degree. So that means they're going to get left out of those opportunities, and the divide between have and have-nots will grow because we know not everyone gets to be in that door of opportunity. And so we want to make sure that if people think they can't, we can say, yeah, you can. I can't go to college. That's not for me. Doesn't fit with my schedule. I've got a kid. I don't have childcare options. I don't have reliable transportation. I can't afford it. Yes, you can. Dallas College is an option. And we want to make sure we understand what business and employers need, and are we providing the skills that people need to get into jobs? That's why we're here. That's why we exist. And so we work very closely with employers. We have an edge sector strategy that our campus presidents are leading across 10 different industry sectors. So they are convening and bringing together CEOs and leaders within those sectors, oftentimes competitors within those sectors coming together, so we can all understand what their needs are, forecast together what workforce pipeline needs to look like. And again, whether Dallas College is an answer or not, we want to make sure we understand and make sure that we're aligning our programs as we need to, because when someone crosses that stage with us, whatever, if it's a certificate, if it's an associate's degree, if it's a bachelor's degree that we offer, we want to make sure that they can go right across that stage and right into a job, into a career.
Economic mobility remains a critical issue for many families across North Texas. What programs or initiatives at Dallas College are helping students transition from the classroom into meaningful careers, entrepreneurship, or at best, long-term financial stability?
So Dallas College is the bridge to economic mobility and prosperity for those seeking to get into the educational pipeline, and then for business employers seeking to build their workforce pipeline. We are right at that intersection. So again, we work very closely with business and employers to make sure we understand what the needs are. We have a labor market intelligence center that is constantly looking at the data, looking at the trends, looking at the job openings, looking at the earnings and the wages that exist, and then working with students so they can understand what those opportunities and those options are for them. And then also working with our employers to create opportunity, earn and learn opportunities, work, learn opportunities, internships, apprenticeships, other opportunities, because the reality is our students have to work. So they might as well be working within their field of study, their interest. And for employers, it's a little bit of try before you buy. And so they get an understanding of the students. And at the end of the day, then the students have the opportunity to go to work there when they're done with our programs. So we have a number of programs within all of those sectors, within our schools that have partnerships with employers. So things like apprenticeships. At Dallas College, we have the largest number of healthcare apprenticeships than anywhere in the country. The work we've done with the American Medical Association and with our hospital systems. And apprenticeships, that's typically not an area you think about as healthcare as an opportunity for that. That's just one example where we work with our industry partners.
And as Dallas continues to grow rapidly, so do the needs of the residents. How is Dallas College adapting its programs to meet the future demands of the region, particularly in technology? You just mentioned healthcare and skilled trades.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the work that we do to be the rapid response arm. Colleges and universities can move slow. Programs don't always change and evolve. That's not the case here. So in something like aviation, we brought together industry partners, and we listened to some of the large airlines in this area that said that their aviation mechanic workforce was getting older, and they had a graying workforce, and they were concerned about how can they build that pipeline. So we got together, put the curriculum together, got approval from all the levels and layers that we have to get approval from at the state level and from our accreditor. And so in a short amount of time, put a new A&P program together that is a 13-month program that now students can go through that program, get right into jobs and earning significant dollars to support them and their families. And so we're constantly trying to engage with our employers to make sure we understand, again, how things may be evolving within their industry. And then things like technology. Well, it's hard to move fast enough to keep up with changing technology, but understand what is the impact of AI going to be on our programs, on the careers that our people are in now. And so, a couple things around AI specifically. We were one of the few community colleges in the country that got a federal grant around AI in the classroom, AI in the curriculum. Because of the work that we were doing, we were already seen as a leader, and so we were successful in getting that. And so our faculty are working really hard to integrate that into the curriculum so students understand how to use AI, use the tool that they may use in the workforce, but also looking at existing programs that we have and embedding in that curriculum the use of AI. So things like paralegal at El Centro, our paralegal program, that now includes AI. So they come out of that program ready to go right into the workforce using the technology that they use in those law firms and those legal services institutions. And so they are better prepared for when issues and changes and challenges may happen and disruptions happen to their jobs and their careers. And the other thing is that, you know, there are a lot of people that are employed now that have been in their career for quite some time, and there may be disruption coming to their job, and we want to make sure that Dallas College is here to help them upskill. If they need to learn something new to stay competitive, we want to make sure we're an option for them. So we just passed a new AI policy a couple months ago to really provide the guardrails to help people understand how we're going to use it as an institution, how we support students to use it. We have one of our arms, a nonprofit, the Dallas College Enterprise Ventures, that has used some private dollars to be a co-development partner with an AI tool that our students will be able to benefit from. So again, we want to make sure they have what they need. I mean, earlier today I had lunch with our Student Government Association, our amazing student leaders, and we got into a big conversation about how are they using AI and how do you use it responsibly, how do you use it ethically. And so as an institution of teaching and learning, we want to make sure they learn and they're not just relying on technology. And so, you know, that provides some challenges. But again, I think it's our responsibility to make sure they understand how to use it.
Final question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yay. Looking ahead to the next 60 years at Dallas College, what is your vision for Dallas College and its role in shaping the future in education and opportunity in Dallas?
Well, I want to make sure that everybody knows that Dallas College is the path of opportunity for them, wherever they are in life, whatever experience they've had with education previously or not. I want to make sure that they know they have opportunity here. And so we have an amazing legacy and history over the last 60 years that we are building on. We have aggressive goals with our Dallas College 2030 plan of the things that we're going to do in the next few years. But also, I've begun to challenge us. How do we prepare, how do we build a 22nd century college? Now, that's so far off, we don't know exactly what that'll look like, but we know what it's not going to look like. It doesn't look like today, it doesn't look like the rearview mirror. And so that's why we're bringing technology in, that's why we're trying to meet people where they are with different type programs, that's why we provide options for face-to-face or online learning, if that's what works best for people. We will begin in earnest a new El Centro project. That same corner of Lamar and Main Street is where we started in 1965. And so we're going to stay there, but we're going to reimagine that campus and build a new campus there on our footprint. So we literally get to build the campus of the future that'll last us through the next 60 years at that same corner. So we're excited about what's ahead, and again, just excited that we have our amazing students that leave us and go do incredible things, and to have incredible community partners to help support this work.
Amazing. Chancellor Lonon, thank you so much for talking with Dallas Weekly, and congratulations on 60 years.
Thanks so much for the opportunity, and congratulations on 70 years.
Thank you so much.